Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will put it away to start the game. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights off a defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Play action. Fires left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right? On defense, early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in night.
Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. The tackle is made, but he's got it. First and goal from the 6.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Quarterback making checks. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! They grab the early lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs at screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grab near the marker. It's Rourke. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Rushes on him. Going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. Gonna run it. It's Green. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it! This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Utes! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Now the pitch. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the move, it's Green. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here's the pressure. They'll run the screen. Plows through the defense. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Johnson looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Working the big foul to the corner. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The corners are walked up tight. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Green. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh, man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The inside handoff. Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the Big House forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 28 to... Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Campbell. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
So they've gotten it down to the 1. Couldn't get it in through the air last time, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Campbell. Back's looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, I'm just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. To the air, it's Campbell. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Love the execution there and the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and 10.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Utes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. Got room at the 35. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tug the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Hard running there. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
there he goes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Gator! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Campbell. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Something up this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Oh, what a move to get room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He lets one fly deep. And it's caught inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
The Utes will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quarterback will keep it. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Off-play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Rourke. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Campbell. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollock and